The art of mastering nothingness through the simple techniques of Wu-Wei, Taoism, and Taoism. Letting go of all attachments to desires through the art of doing nothing. Nothingness is the importance to remove any resistance to your life. Also add the daily benefits of the Om Som Samaya Namaha mantra in order to increase peace as well as longevity. To surrender. The more you tug and pull, the more you detract rather than allowing for things to happen naturally. For instance, the saying, the more you pick on a flower or love a soul twice as much, the more it tends to wither away. So in these simple instances, when the need is greater than the outcome, it is best to use ancient techniques that have worked effortlessly for thousands of years, whether it is just simply manifesting a good crop of soil, a small cup of tea, or a big, huge one, or even setting up healthy boundaries in relationships, as well as even removing old past traumas. The more your mind travels towards this particular idea or thought, the less it tends to appear in your life either way. So it is best to remove these thoughts altogether, even if they have happened to be positive or even negative. This is how attraction flows. The more you give, the more tension you create. The art of letting things happen naturally is the best teaching when it comes to early ancient philosophy of Wu-Wei. Wu-Wei ultimately practices the art of doing nothing in order to achieve your highest set goals and desires rather than practicing manifestation techniques for the minimal goals of cost. Let go of the feeling of suffering by simply detaching to your most needed desires, as these will only meet in further failures of our own expectations to increase and rather focus on other interests, or even better yet, nothing at all. The value of your goals and desires tends to drastically decrease as you put so much effort into attaching to the outcome through emotions and pure force. It is one thing to attract your truest manifestations through your emotional pulse and vibrations. However, it is also equally repulsive to think things you need or desire are naturally forced upon yourself if you are continually wasting your efforts and times on working on the wrong connections of achieving this outcome, as there is no room for the wanted goal, space, or growth, or even aspect to appear towards you naturally. As the philosophy of Taoism teaches us to empty ourselves through practices of detachment to outcome, you will create an equal balance to harmony. Let go of control and the outcome, and with this, you can naturally proceed in building the dreams that are meant for you and stop chasing the dreams that are truly not meant for you at all. Yikes. Taoism is also a practice which allows peace to balance out and harmonize your life as you are able to move on and not stay too attached to this type of reality. Cut down all your ties attached to these energies if it is a certain person or individual. Empty your cup if it is the mind or objects that are disturbing you or distracting you, and let go of all attachments and energy blocks so you necessarily do not get pulled back into the same toxic situations and rather move on with yourself. By solely focusing on yourself. Let go of the old, and the new that is truly meant for you will follow through to your ways of the stream. Allow yourself to flow with the winds rather than fighting against them and attempting to try and make things work when you know it shouldn't and wouldn't work, simply just like a broken cup. And yes, you are correct and very, very right. You can definitely glue it back up, the cup back up, and keep it as if it is which will have that certain type of sentimental connection towards you, and you will be certain that this cup and feeling will be here with you forever, but you definitely will be lacking, as you will be holding on to resentments of pain rather than opening up to new flows of modern lives and better suited cups that are meant for you. So, allow yourself to let go of the past pains and even negative traumas that have kept you blocked for so long by attaching to your roots, which you might not even be aware of or even realize. If you do let go of this all and this constant battle, headache and heartache, you will attract so much better meant for you, 100%, rather than the same toxic patterns and cycles that you might feel stuck in wherever you turn to or even return to. It is so much easier to allow your mind to wander and think about all the wrong things that might go and even happen, or even go into the further and farthest hallucinations of daydreaming of the better by believing we can just fix these simple things, people, and specific energies. Whereas if you do end up practicing the art of doing nothingness and letting go, we become stronger as an individual, and we end up validating ourselves by choosing our own selves and knowing that our energies are better desired for our future growth and crucial necessary change. Identify your true self. Identify your true inner love and identify your true authentic self-value and emotions that leads towards you with less meaning, less attachments, and less connections, which will further your manifestations and clear mind. So do yourself a favor and heal your mind. Empty your thought process and let go of all memories and remove any identities attached to you in your past. And with this energy, you can continue on healing the energies of this beautiful planet, world, and universe, which you were truly meant to do so. In the practice and philosophy of Daoism, the path to nothingness often leads to the heart of your true desires, which can be achieved through thoughtful and intentional practices. If you are looking for specific desires, keep in mind what it is that you really want and let it all go through your mind, thoughts, ideas, and actions, as this will quicken the manifestation for you a lot faster rather than chasing after it and allowing the opportunity to fade away, which will allow the dreams that mean the most to you to slip away or get away by running even further. Stop fighting the fight and do find that equal balance and harmony for yourself. Do it for yourself because you are the most important part about this world, universe, and planet. Without you, this place will just not be the same. If you are looking for a daily remedy or even habit to get into practice and allow these negative thoughts of suffering and create peace to follow your life, when in need, or whichever time of the day you need most to be allowed, I would suggest to use the Om Som Somaya Namaha mantra, as this ancient mantra has been used for centuries to remove and let go of any negative blockages, and it allows you to fully surrender and heal of any past traumas as well as which will create and bring in the desired peace you are seeking for in your life in order to stabilize and balance the harmony within you. This mantra will help you and aid you to establish faster manifestations of desire through pure intentions. You will receive bliss by the very end of this mantra if you do it for enough hours, maybe even 3, I would suggest. It is even best to chant this powerful mantra during the mornings as well as afternoons and late into the evenings as well. And of course, as with the moon as well. The moon will definitely aid you in removing any mental or past traumatic energies that consist of negativities and emotional bondages. And you will be carried into an alternate shift of peace, bliss, and softer balances coming towards into your life. It will also be beneficial to chant this mantra around the full moon timings, as the moon does depict many of these areas in our lives, including the mood and any thoughts surrounding battles, suffering, and the inability to surrender to attachment. So this is quite normal around these times as well. Don't you fret. There is a solution for that, and that will be the special and powerful Om Som Somaya Namaha mantra. The moon will definitely help you in the efforts of your gains. In order to let go of efforts that have no use in this particular format, let go of techniques that force the other counterparts in this universe, which requires the law of nature. We are just here. We are just part of the world. And as long as we understand this, we do not have to act upon so much in order for this world to work, spin, and go around in cycles the way it naturally does. The universe will naturally serve ourselves with better approaches and daily outcomes to how we live within our lives in the circle of needs. So do be creative, do be grateful, and allow yourself to feel at peace. And in order to create the natural flow of nature, just do basically nothing and create better efforts for this world and universe as needed. Intelligence definitely overrides any play in the games, and sometimes we are not always in the course to play this role. However, Wu-Wei, Taoism, and Daoism allows us to understand the different differences of allowing the natural flow of actions versus the forces of extreme natures and changes or obstacles that come with each action. Go on the path of least resistance, go on the path of peace with mind, of unknowing, and of surrendering. Go on the path of detaching, as this will allow you to flow in the most natural path. Also, if you do have troubles coming towards you in the mind and many negative thoughts blocking the universal way to flow through to you, then please do give this Om Som Somaya Namaha mantra a try, as you will receive better results at a much faster way through responsible actions towards your path. What is needed for you will ultimately be met towards you, and the value will be going up. And also in this way, your ego will also surrender to the way this world works for you, as you may be in the state of I don't know, even when you think you know, once at a surrendered state of mind. Letting go and doing nothing allows you to flow through with nature and be the real you. The real you. It allows you to work alongside with the universe and aids you in being the real you while you flush out any unnecessary thoughts, feelings, and ideas that no longer serve you or your purpose. The more you surrender the heart, the more you open up and allow the body and vessel to allow and be able to receive for longevity to unexpectedly happen for you. The more you practice being receptive, the more unlimited goals you achieve and allow into your life through the help of a vast cosmos. So do pay attention and continue using these 3 techniques of doing nothingness to complete your mind and state of being at a peaceful and blissful stage. That was it for today. I hope you all truly enjoyed. Until my next video, I will see you all very, very soon. Namaste, Namo Adash, and Namo Himalaya. Sending so much of my love, prayers, and blessings towards Wu-Wei. Keep spreading your love, positivity, and bright lights around the world. Your kindness is definitely needed, whether you know it or not, at this very, very moment. Thank you again for all your positive feedback and comments, as well as loving support and guidance. It means the world and more for me. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share.